body moving. Longevity, baby. Grooving.
What's up? This is your boy Gilbert Arenas, aka Agent Zero, aka the Hibachi. Check me out on Unnamed Sports Show on Gorilla Cross.
Serenity Funeral Home. We are a family-owned and operated funeral.
Yeah, I'm on my weird way. Get it like Toby. You on my way, don't get cozy. Give me my trophy. Yeah, I had to pray. I had to kill off the old me. Yeah, had to focus a lot. I'ma shoot my shot, Kobe. Yeah, I'm on my weird way. Get it like Toby. You on my way, don't get cozy. Give me my trophies. Yeah, I had to pray. I had to kill off the old me. Yeah, had to focus a lot. I'ma shoot my shot, Kobe. Yeah, killing my verses, living my purpose. Yeah, healing my burdens, giving my service. Yeah, I had to pray, I had to kill off the old me. Yeah, had to focus a lot, I'ma shoot my shot, Kobe.
Yo, what's up, and welcome to another episode of Unnamed Sports Show right here on Gorilla Cross Radio, streaming live on GorillaCross.com, the Gorilla Cross app, Gorilla Cross on all social media. I'm your host, Quan59, and we have a big show for you today. Live in the studio, got my man just in time, Josh Williams. What's good?
Serenity now. Hey, listen, you know, we
on the wrong track.
We look, you know, I know Quan has things queued up in the back, and you know, every now and again fingers and buttons slip. So
Whoa.
It is what it is. I'm excited.
All right.
Good weekend. Good weekend.
Listen, man, we have the Super Bowl. Can we say that after the game? Are we allowed to say
Yeah,
Super Bowl?
sure,
now?
why not?
Okay, we got the Super Bowl. Good to talk about it. It's kind of a boring game, kind of a blowout. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the halftime show. But we do have some guests in the building with us as well. All the way, we don't know where this guy lives because he's everywhere.
Man, seriously, he's nomadic. He's a
He
dangerous man.
And I'm going to move his camera because he moves around a lot.
He needs a roving camera.
That's how much he moved.
Pan with him. Make sure just keep him centered.
Got my man Kendrick Johnson in the building. What's good, bro?
Always good to be back in the Gorilla Cross Studios.
Yeah.
Studio C. I got to check it out when you come to Vegas.
Video C. And we got the man, the myth, the legend,
Whoa.
all the way from down the street. News 3 LV sports anchor, Brian Salmon in the building. Everyone give it up for Brian.
Oh, that boy looking greasy up on this thing, boy. Yay. Hey. Nah, I
Don't
appreciate you,
got the
man.
powder puffs in the back.
Where's my makeup? Turn my microphone up.
Turn my mic up. Turn my headphones down. Give me a little more highs.
Ah, that's right. Yo, man, thanks for having me over here, Quan, man.
Yeah, man.
appreciate it.
Anytime. You know you're welcome anytime, man.
You say that, man. I'm knocking on the door like I need some more FaceTime, player.
Anytime, man.
Anytime.
Okay.
Anytime.
Brian isn't anytime.
Brian's at anytime.
Brian's in some people I'm like, don't say that out loud. Just, you know, just kind of just let it go.
No, we had him on once. That's good.
One was enough.
Yeah,
One was enough.
He
He's
said
all right
a
with
whole
one.
lot that one time. A whole lot.
So we're going to get everyone's opinion on the big game, the Super Bowl.
big
And we're going to talk, you know, a little UFC action this weekend. UFC was back in the Apex out here in Las Vegas, so we're going to talk about that. A couple fighters that might need to retire possibly. Going to talk about that. Some really good fights, man, and some good fights coming up this weekend as well. A lot going on in the NBA. Man, we are here. We're live. Josh, how was your weekend, bro?
My weekend was good. You know, outside of the Caps, you know, just allowing Oh my God. The Flyers just went to work on my Caps. So that was sad. But Ovi got 2 goals and 2 assists. So,
He will not pass Gretzky.
Real quick.
that's a hot take.
You want a sweatshirt from the Stanley Cup championship win that they had? I have a sweatshirt, Washington Capitals sweatshirt that I took off the podium when they won the Stanley Cup here in Las Vegas. I didn't realize you was a big Caps fan.
Oh.
Yes, I will happily accept.
I bring
1,000%.
I mean, it's authentic. I mean, it's the one that they were giving to the players. So
Wow.
1,000%.
Wow.
I appreciate
Look at that.
that.
See? And that's why Brian's invited anytime. He always comes with gifts.
He's always good.
I got you for that.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it. That would be dope.
I've been wondering what I'm gonna do with this thing.
Burn it.
I know what I would have done with it.
He would have burned it.
I'd have used it first, but
Oh,
Yeah.
well, to wipe
I mean,
his behind, and then he would have burned it.
I may have
Exactly.
cleaned a toilet or two with it, but still though, man, once you
still
wash
good.
it, that thing
Still
is
minty
good.
fresh. It's all right.
still in good shape.
It smells like lemons.
Oh man, let's
Yes,
jump
sir.
right into it though. I'm a little upset with everyone on social media saying this solidifies Tom Brady as the GOAT. He was already solidified 2 Super Bowls ago
Legit.
as being the GOAT. Now I know you can't say anything. You can't even have those excuses, but
Nah.
But
why are people saying that now, Kendrick?
I don't know why they're saying it. The Atlanta victory 28-3. That's
That's the
solidified.
goal. That was the goal.
But what I don't understand is they're saying Patrick Mahomes has no shot of getting them. Let this man play out his career.
Yeah, very true.
Like the
That's
dude was
true.
the dude.
Some people are saying that, but some people are already giving it to him.
Yeah, I'm
like
saying-
he's the next. What if he never wins another one?
He ain't
He's
Aaron
not
Rodgers. He's not Aaron Rodgers.
It doesn't matter.
We don't know.
be.
It's not about him. Sometimes it's about the team that they build around. Because if
I
Aaron
agree with
Rodgers
that,
had a
but-
better coach and GM, I think he probably would have had another one.
But then it goes with Tom Brady though. Like yesterday, he was the bus driver. He did what he had to do. The defense won the game. There should have been the defense MVP. MVP should have been on defense yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know
They don't-
who
they
should have
don't do
been.
that no
but,
more.
huh?
They don't do that no more.
But
But you're right.
one time, John Brady gets all the accolades when the defense was the one that won the game.
Well, I mean, listen. That game was supposed to be an offensive showdown.
And the
so
defense
in
showed up and
the
showed out.
defense showed out, kept Mahomes under control. I think
Worst game of his career.
there weren't. Yes,
By
no.
far.
I mean, some
Oh,
of the
yeah,
stats
yeah.
that they
By
were saying
far.
yesterday, like he's never had a double-digit loss.
Well, I
He
told
never
Josh.
scored under 20.
I told
As a
Josh.
starter.
I told Josh this stat.
That's crazy.
And he didn't have a touchdown at all. I told Josh this stat. He ran for 497 yards, running around the field.
That's
Oh,
insane.
wow.
497 yards.
He was out there running for
Who
his
tracked
life.
that? He literally was. They picked the-
There's
The
a
next gen
that,
stats.
something. Yeah.
But they have a picture.
He got a
he's
chip
like,
in his
you know,
shoulder pad.
He's horizontal. He's like just the way he was just. He
Bro.
He did
just
some
getting
crazy
the
things.
throats off.
And I was trolling social media saying he's the most overrated player in any sport, but
Quan doing what Quan does.
We know, Quan. Can you stop doing that?
Quan got 50 comments on that. Like,
you know,
Quan trolls? Really?
Oh my
no.
God!
I thought
Quan,
everything you said was
everything.
truth. Fact.
Literally, whenever you do that, like you almost get me, and I'll be like, "Shut up, shut up, and don't say anything," because I don't feel like him laughing at me for being
how
animated.
many times have you had to delete a comment that you
From
were
you,
about to
on
post on mine?
yours? Oh my God. More
That's
than
funny.
I wish to count. And then the other one is let the ball bounce. Boy, I swear I'll be ready to let them have it. And I'm like, delete it. It's not
Delete
worth
it.
it. It's
I
not
never,
worth
I never
it.
listened to him. Let the ball bounce. That's a.
Well, they have a Facebook group, so
Yeah,
they're,
they have a
they're on the
pretty-
network, and then
they have a
they're on
big
the
group.
Facebook
They be out there.
It's Laker the ball bounce as far as we're concerned. in our group.
Okay.
Quan falls under that
Of course he does.
delegation. So but even sometimes he'll still be like, this is a little bit too far.
Kendrick is on the delegation as well.
That's
well,
right.
well, how about that?
He almost tried to have an argument with me. The fact that LeBron James was almost Jordan.
No, it wasn't like that. I'm talking about you gotta look at the resume. I'm talking about you gotta look at the resume. I said
You
All right, before we get into that
But you
debate,
don't,
let's stick to
though.
the NFL.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you
Because
don't.
that'll be an hour-long debate.
Oh man.
I just got one
You're
question though. If
Go
he
ahead.
get 40,000 points,
Oh.
10,000 career rebounds, and 10,000 career assists, if it was that easy, how come he be the only person to do anything?
Stop the show, Quan.
It took 77
And
years.
I'm a Kobe guy. Like you gotta respect the numbers.
He took 77 years to get there, and a bald haircut.
Wow. All right, worst hair in the NBA. We're gonna take a survey real
Trae
quick.
Young.
Everybody
Trae
watching
Young.
online. Can I give you? Wait, can I give you my 3 picks first? This dude
okay.
loves stealing
I'm sorry.
all my sentences.
My
All right.
bad. My bad.
You guys are
Trey,
a
number
couple.
1, Trae Young. Number 2, LeBron James. Number 3, Kevin Durant.
Ooh, Kevin Durant.
I think Trey and LeBron's are worse.
I still live with my selection.
I think Durant's worse than LeBron.
Durant is more sad.
LeBron at least tries to do something with his.
That's what makes it worse.
No, it isn't, because Durant does not care to even try.
How much money do you have, LeBron?
He gets some implants.
Come on home, brother. Come on home.
He should have been came home.
Man, the lights been on outside.
But why don't he be like Dion and do whatever Dion did?
Whatever Dion, I don't know what Dion did.
Oh my goodness.
Dion put that
he got soul glow. He got some soul glow in his hair. That was amazing. His drain's luxurious again, like it's 88.
But Trey's like 22 and he's already got the spot.
I don't know if it's a spot. Like it's
Trey Young.
Trey Young's hair just like flutters.
His hair just does things.
But it's got a spot in the middle. Though.
Trey Young's hair is like, when you're a kid and you get that cotton candy and you're like the last third of the cotton candy and like some of it's stuck to the side from your spit and then the rest is just kind of like flowing off the little.
That was an image. That was an image.
That's Trey Young's hair.
That's a real analogy.
That's Trey Young's hair.
That was solid, Quan.
I forgot about Trey Young's hair. I never even looked at his hair like that.
Well, whenever he sweats, it's when he sweats that's when it gets worse.
At the end of the game, it's noticeable.
He got that spot up there?
It's not. I don't think he's bald.
He got a spot.
Does he?
He's got a spot.
Oh, I didn't see that.
5 years old.
And
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
super like it's like armpit hair.
It's
Yeah,
it's
for
weird.
him to be so young, it looks crazy. If he was 30 something, like Durant and KD are both over 30, this dude's like 22.
Manu, if he kind of has Manu hair at the end.
But he's 22.
He came on home though.
Yes, he did.
Come on, man. Manu came on home.
Manu had beautiful hair.
It took a while for him to come home though.
Because he had beautiful hair.
But he had that spot.
I'm talking about Manu.
Manu never checked the back of his head in the mirror.
No,
that was the problem. He like the front. Oh, I look good, but then the back was like,
hello.
Yeah, that European thing, man.
Remember he had the long hair when they won like an 05. When they beat Kid. No, it was Rashid now. When they beat Rashid now.
Yeah,
the Pistons. He had the long hair, had to tuck it underneath the ears and everything.
He was shaking it, boy. That whole Australian, that whole Argentine team did. Remember, Luis Scola had the same long little hair too.
Yeah.
They won the gold medal too.
That was the look.
Is he a Hall of Famer, Josh?
Manu?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I think Manu is.
Somebody try to debate me on that. I'm like,
No.
the resume.
I think Manu is just because of what he brought to the league, and then how long he did it. There was never really a let up. Like even when they were like, Manu should retire. Manu was still.
I've seen him come off the bench
murdering people
in a game featuring Dirk Nowitzki and Tim Duncan in their prime and be the best player. Shut
On
down
the
the
floor.
airline center, busting 30. Manu Joe over for 3. It's just quiet, boy, killing them man.
And his international too, right?
Yes, and that side.
See, people understand that's like for instance, like I know Pau Gasol was really good before he got to LA, but Kobe made him a surefire
Hall of Famer. Yeah. 2 rings and three attempts. Never hurts.
Yeah.
Welcome
to our NFL segment. Kendrick hijacks it every time.
It's all right, man. He's a big man. He look. Listen here. He comes in the room.
I knew not to have an outline for the show today. Because I know how it is. We just talk about sports. Listen, man, we love sports.
We do.
But tell me this, are y'all taught of
Look,
this?
he's going to go back to the NBA.
He goes to NFL.
Okay.
Go back to the NFL.
All right.
He's wearing an NFL hat.
40,000 points. I'm messing with you. Go ahead. No, I'm messing with you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I taught of this narrative that the down now because Tom Brady's in Tampa Bay, they call it now.
Tampa Bay now.
Tampa Bay.
They started that last night, and I was like, I like it. I'll post that one.
Jim Nance said it.
He probably really be doing that
Did
too.
he really say that? Jim Nance said that?
Jim Nance said it. I was like, like it, Jim.
But hey, he said it and act like he didn't mean to say it. And then he kind of like went with it.
I think Jim Nance he's on the opposite of how he was with Tiger. Like I think he kind of swings on Tom a little bit. Like he loves Tom Brady. He got a man crush on Tom Brady.
You don't feel like he likes Tiger?
He used to say some when Tiger was going through his thing.
Yeah.
I remember him saying some
borderline stuff.
Yeah.
See, when I met Jim, he would like me and him actually used to always have conversations about Tiger.
Okay.
I'm
talking about when he went through the whole deal with his wife.
Didn't
and all
talk
that
to
stuff.
him about after that though, so I don't know. Maybe
He
he
switched.
switched.
Beforehand, I thought he was great with him, but everyone piled on him. They piled on because no one ever cheated on their wife before. Tiger was the first person.
I don't even want to tell you the Jim Nance stories, but I'll move on. That's after. That's after hours.
But he low key just threw him under the bus.
No. He could be out here, helping old ladies across the street. That could have been what I saw.
Yes.
Turn it up, Quan.
Welcome to the Masters edition of Unnamed Sports Show.
But I'm the one doing the hijacking. Y'all talking about golf.
You know?
I was actually about to ask him about the documentaries.
Oh well, yeah.
It's all right. We'll wrap after
Yeah,
the show.
we'll digress.
But back to the because he's
back
on
to
the
the
team
big game,
that they're a dynasty now. They got a bunch of young cats that haven't been paid before.
Who's a dynasty?
Tom Brady. People like this because they won one. Oh, it's gonna be a new.
Oh, this is not dynasty.
Is
I'm
Tom
about to
Brady gonna
say.
be part of the second dynasty? They were talking about the undisputed today. I'm like, no. First of all, Mahomes are not going nowhere. They're gonna be around. You only have to like them, or they're not going nowhere.
I agree though.
They're not going nowhere.
I don't listen. I'll say this.
There's more of a chance of them coming back than Tampa Bay.
I don't think that the Chiefs are going anywhere, but at the same time, we also haven't seen the fallout of that contract yet. So
But he
I
cut
do
back, though.
trust Andy Reid in terms of building a team. So as he might lose a Tyreek Hill or a Mecole Hardman or speed, he will go find more speed
Mecole can go.
from Middle Tennessee State, where it's like, oh, he's stupid, but he runs a 4.35, like, and then all of a sudden this dude is now lighting up the league, like.
But Mecole Hardman, he's on man out. The stage was too big for him yesterday.
That's all right. Let him
Stage
come.
was too big for him. It was his time to
my
shine.
team.
They said no Tyreek, no Kelsey. Mecole, it's your time to shine. He's slipping on the pass and stuff.
True.
He can't lose Tariq though.
I didn't say Tyreek. I said Mecole.
They can't lose.
I said
him.
Mike Mecole.
No, I know. He was like just a couple names. If they lose, they can't lose Kelsey. Tariq. They can't lose that core. Even though Kelsey killed me with that drop. I
I
mean,
gonna
that,
hit him in the face.
man, and Tariq got hit in the face. Remember that third down where Mahomes ran all around?
But,
Bro.
but the thing
Hit him
is,
right in his hands.
I think they're just from what Shannon Sharp was saying. The trajectory, they're used to his passes coming from a certain trajectory. They were not coming at trajectory because he was throwing all kinds of angles and stuff.
No,
It was still hitting him
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, the
head.
ball's getting there. The ball's getting there. The ball's getting there. It's their job to catch it.
Yeah, like
Bottom line.
exactly. I think you get paid a couple $1 million to do.
You know?
Exactly what
thing.
we were supposed to do.
Yeah, you go ahead and catch that thing for me real quick.
You see me just have to turn water into wine? You better make this catch.
I know that's right. I'm back here running for my life. You see me get my Carl Lewis on back here. What's wrong with y'all?
Literally.
Let's talk about track and field for a minute. So,
Did Ben Johnson
the real
really cheat?
hijacker. The real hijacker makes an appearance.
It's an Olympic year, Quan. We're allowed to do it. It's an Olympic year.
I work for
Kind of.
NBC. Come on, man. The Olympics are on
Oh,
my
yeah,
channel.
huh? So you got it's Tokyo? Where's that?
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
Tokyo
Yeah.
2020 and 2021.
But we don't got no. We
so
don't got,
2020 Olympics in 21.
Yeah.
How you gonna do that?
Well, 24
Maybe, yeah.
is going
Coronavirus.
to be right back on schedule. So it's only going to be a 3-year cycle this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is though, we don't got no transcendent people this time.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
You
I thought you were going somewhere else, bro. I thought we were doing Biden and all that, like signing new bills.
No, because I remember that guy Odo Bowling when you see
I thought you talking about Caitlyn.
Oh no! Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't talk
CC.
Olympics and then say transition into a.
CC is
no, I'm talking
formerly
about
known as Cedric is going to be in the women's Olympic team.
No, I'm
he's
talking
a thrower
about
now.
you know
trying to get
how
folks
Otto Bowden's so dramatic when they be doing the races.
Yeah.
He's like you
The
say
races? Where you going with the schedule? Trans, racist, just throwing it all out there.
I'm with you.
Tim Hardaway.
I'm throwing
like,
with you.
he was like he talk about Usain Bolt is so fast. Everybody needs their personal best just to compete with them. And I'll transcend that and actually in another sport. I'll sit there and be like, Caitlin Chikagan. She's fighting Valentina Shevchenko. I said,
Okay.
how's it feel to fight somebody that you need your personal best just to compete with them? If I be my best, I will be good on Saturday. Saturday night, third round.
Her voice is like that?
Yeah, don't.
Whoa.
Yeah. Look, after all the transition conversation, that was a little bit ill-timed. I will.
Well, hopefully I can give my best and I can compete with Valentina.
Shoot, I hope so too.
Oh man.
Oh my god. That is there's something to be said about when someone's so great that my best
Just to
is
compete.
just and then hope that she has her worst day. And that's just to even maybe shift it into my favor.
And I say that to go back to Mahomes. He needed to have his worst day for Tampa Bay to do what they did, and that's what they got.
He got
his worst day.
He got forced into his worst day.
Yeah.
But he did have his worst day.
But those
for
two
sure.
tackles, there was something to it. People talk about it all week.
That's what we were talking about.
All week. They like because Mitchell Schwartz is like a top, right behind Tyron Smith for the Cowboys, best tackle, and then boy's been there for 12 years, the former #1 draft pick.
Yeah.
You don't find him. There's a reason dudes wasn't playing this year.
Yeah. I mean, and then you gotta keep Shaq Barrett out of the backfield
and
all game.
that dude's dirty. He popped my man Mahomes in the helmet. They ain't called nothing. That was
yeah.
great.
Yeah, Mahomes was like,
and he did it blatantly
Man,
too.
see
It
this?
wasn't like it was an accident because he clearly saw him going down. His bam, basically smacked each other.
yeah.
Deacon Jones style.
Look at that pull. Look at that pull. Knows his history. That boy knows his history.
Kids don't do it anymore.
They sure don't.
They
Real
don't.
talk.
They don't.
Yes, wherever sport it is, baseball, hockey, you got to know people act like that. Basketball wasn't before
Just
2000.
started. It just
2000,
started this
2000.
year.
Yeah.
Like my man Kobe, he didn't take him dying for his legacy to give him knowledge. It's like how we skip from Jordan to LeBron. Act like that didn't exist.
Yeah.
How we get back to LeBron and Jordan?
I don't know. It happened though.
Now, is anybody going to get 7 in our lifetime? Is anybody going to get 7 Super Bowl wins? A quarterback?
No, nobody's gonna get 7 Super Bowl wins. Period. Because this dude's got more than franchises. He's got more than every franchise in the NFL.
Hold on.
That's crazy.
That's a team. I want to see a team do that.
How many does Charles Haley have?
Hold
Oh,
on.
there's 5.
5.
I want to see a team do that. Let's know the individual. Can a team get 7 Super
The
Bowls?
Steelers just got to get one. I mean, the Steelers and the Patriots have 6.
49ers are going to go back to
What's
back.
that? No, I know. I saw that. Yeah.
Can you let me see. You can't zoom in.
The
can you?
Steelers have 6.
Nah, you can't.
The
No.
Patriots have
No.
6, and Brady has 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brady
Patriots.
Brady has all of the Patriots.
I know. That's crazy though. When you really think about that,
That's disgusting. Is
it's
what it
absurd.
is.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Like, why are you killing folks like that? Like, you really just
Man, listen. He has been good since I was in high school. Not good. Excuse me. He's been great.
Yeah.
Since I was in high school.
Yes.
but tell
I'll
me,
be 37 this year.
The thing is, it
Josh,
kills me.
what's
He
your
wins
take
too many
on-
games he shouldn't win though.
Yeah.
You always win these. They should have never beat the Rams. Like, come on, they're not gonna beat the Rams. in that
would-
Super
The
Bowl.
Raiders. The Raiders.
Talking about the first Rams one or the second one? They were a better team the second round.
Yeah, oh, the first one. The
No,
first
the
one.
first one.
Yeah.
The first one. But when they beat the Raiders,
Yeah,
the Tuck rule.
Yeah, that was
Just
terrible.
to get there.
But
That
I
was
mean, but
terrible.
the Tuck rule in the end, did it spawn a great, or was the great already great all along, and that just kind of allowed it
I
to
say
get to the
spawned.
next? You think
Yeah.
it spawned him?
He should have lost at least 5. The 2 Giantses. He should have lost the Falcon one.
Giantses.
The Falcon.
I
the
know.
Giants game.
I was gonna let that slide. But
The 2 Giants when they lost. The Falcon
exactly
one.
what is a Giants?
The
Falcon, they should have
Falcon
lost.
one. Of course, the Eagles.
The Seahawks. The
Seahawks. That's the other one.
I was standing on the field for that
He
game.
went viral. He
I was
put that on
standing on the
YouTube.
field for that game.
He put the play, the Michael Puffin play. It got 3 million views now.
Nah, it's got like 2 million views.
Yeah, he was in the end zone.
I'll show you. I shot that on the phone. I was standing on the field for that game.
Really?
And I was
I
trying to
texted
get a
school.
video of it because I went to high school and college in Seattle. So I'm like, I'm gonna get this game-winning touchdown for my folks and
I
whatnot.
see what you're saying.
And
NFL history.
That one.
and I got the interception.
You got NFL history.
Yeah, I put on my YouTube page, and in 2 days it had like 1.5 million views.
Wow.
I texted this dude. I said, "What were you at during the end of the game?" He just sends me the link to the video.
That's
That's
hilarious.
I got
That's
all
tight.
kind of. I mean, I got. And it's a perfect shot. Like Barstool, every single because at the time I was working in Boston. I was working
Yeah.
for the Fox affiliate up there. So
Oh, okay.
I mean, they used my video. This is how bad it was. My producer, I came back. I flew back to Boston. And my producer goes, "Yo, we're using this video. Somebody shot this sick video of the game." And he comes and showed me on his computer. I'm looking at it. I'm like,
Well,
"Hold
that's
up."
me.
I was like, "That's my video. Where you get that from?" And then he shows me. He's like, "Man, it's everywhere." And I looked at my little
Wow.
YouTube. I was like, 1.5 million views. I'm like, "Good lord."
You get your money up there?
That's crazy.
Nah, because I wasn't even supposed to be there. I'm literally standing next to Tom Jackson, and I got pictures. The commissioner standing behind me, literally during the game, like he's standing behind me.
Goodell?
Yeah, Goodell standing behind me. I'm talking to Tom Jackson during the whole as the Super Bowl is playing out next to the cheerleaders, and you're not supposed to be on the field, but I looked like I was supposed to be there, so I just walked on out there and just started taking pictures.
Hey, as long as you look like you're supposed to be there, you're supposed to be there, right?
Exactly.
You always got that one. I don't know. Oh, I didn't know.
You
always
just,
got that one.
if you
I
just
didn't
keep
know.
walking and you look focused, I've noticed this in different media functions I've been in. If you just keep walking, you look like you know what you're doing. They're
No,
not stopping you.
you have
when
to
you look
walk-
confused,
Yeah,
Exactly.
You have to walk like you have a purpose.
Yeah.
If you walk like you're hesitant,
Oh, I gotta get over there. Hold on.
why are you stopping me? Like that's how, and you have to look kind of almost perturbed. If you look kind of pissed
Yeah.
off, like the George Costanza, like I'm very upset. People don't really mess with you too much, but if you like kind of like I was excited to be here, somebody has to come and steal your joy.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
Also, too.
Excuse me.
Brian, no, I'm the king of getting on red carpets and all that stuff.
Kendrick
So
is good at
I tuck in my badge. I always have it facing backwards. So if they want to stop me, it's going to be a long ordeal. Do we really want to have an ordeal with this guy, or just go on let him go by? So I kind of set the stage with that. Then you got to have that BMF walk. Don't mess with me.
Oh, that's dope.
This is an actual video of it, but you can't really show the camera or whatever.
You're
but
you're
yeah.
literally
I'm standing on the field.
wow.
Like I shot this
Wow,
with
you
I
shot that. And look, and then what a cameraman.
Man, I'm a professional.
In a huge moment,
I'm a professional.
My camera would have went like this. Like right at the end, it's like, dang, you almost had it. You almost got
It's
paid.
like when you see people at a concert and you see them taking the video. You're like, that video is gonna suck because you're like, yeah,
It's all over the place.
that's
I'm
good,
a
man. Look at that.
professional
He got
player.
that steady cam.
he had a
hand.
steady hand, and that's some years old.
I've
so
been a cameraman. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I know
yeah.
that.
I mean, anybody who's
He
been on
started from
television.
the bottom. Now he's here, bro.
Exactly. From the
on,
bottom
man.
to the.
I still be in the multimedia game. I already know about that. Got to be able to shoot.
Yeah, every sports guy, man, has been a cameraman. I edit all my own video at work. I mean, I produce. I do all that stuff.
Shout out to your man Walt.
That was my cameraman in Boston.
okay.
This guy, as you said, he's a nomad, but he lives in Dallas. So when I covered the Patriots when they played against the Cowboys, I was down there.
Tom
Me and my
Brady lit up the
cameraman,
Cowboys.
we hooked up. Yeah.
Tom Brady's lit up everybody.
Everybody.
Cowboys have never beaten them. They've never beaten them.
I witnessed
Wow.
50 get put on my head in Foxborough, and my team was I think 4-1, and they was 5-0 in 2007.
Who, the
And then
Redskins?
yeah,
That's
and
what
then,
that Sean Taylor?
no, yes,
2007.
yes,
we don't
yes.
say the R word in here.
Who
but
was your quarterback?
Jason Campbell. Carlos Rogers tore his knee on the field. I witnessed that.
Oh.
I witnessed Kyle Schwarber tear his knee in
You bad
Arizona.
luck, bro.
No, I've been to a lot of wins though.
So, yo, is this speaking of Tom Brady whooping on your team? He whooped on your team this year. So he went through the no-name team.
I know.
He went through Drew Brees.
I don't know if he whooped.
He
on my
goes.
team.
He goes
Hold on.
through Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes. Is this his most impressive road to the
Yes.
Super Bowl victory?
By far.
If you look at the names, but look at his
far.
performances, though. He didn't outplay Aaron Rodgers in that game. How you gonna throw 3 picks?
No, he threw 3 picks. He tried to give him the game.
He threw-
He
he-
tried
but
to
he-
be a charity.
But he
Guess what,
threw
though?
3 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah. Guess what he got? Guess what he got though? He got that Jameis Winston boy. He was
Yeah.
he dubs. By fact,
You know what
when
I
you
mean?
agree, didn't Jameis throw the best ball of that game out of the 2 future Hall of Famers? He threw the best pass of the game.
it was pretty, but he didn't get a chance to eat that. Man, he won. As much as you want to talk about Brady, because if anyone doesn't like Brady and the Patriots and all that kind of good stuff, I'm not a Brady fan. Honestly.
And you worked up there?
Oh, that was tough.
That is tough. I lived there.
Oh, did you?
I
Oh, yeah,
remember I was
tough.
there
Oh,
in
that's right.
07 when they were undefeated, and it was coming off the heels of the Bruins and the Boston Red Sox, and Boston's the center of the sports universe.
Yeah.
They needed that loss to keep them, because trust
Humble.
me,
Where
if
they
they
at
would have
now?
won, that, they'd still be talking about that to this day.
Yeah.
That whole place was ready to go crazy. So when they lost to the Giants,
To
I
this
had never-
day!
I've never
Shout
to,
out
to
D-Wall.
this day.
That was right on time too.
I've never cheered for another team that
Oh, yeah.
wasn't my team as hard as I cheered
Yes.
for the Giants
Yes.
in that game.
Yeah, me
Yes.
too.
I think everybody was like
In the
that
NFC,
that year.
I feel you, NFC East brother.
Man, and look, and I hate the Giants.
Me too.
Yes.
Like a Cowboy fan. I pull for them too.
I feel
Giants
you. I
daggone
agree.
took a girlfriend from me. Anyway,
I was next to
Legitimately.
I was next to
Really?
Radio Raheem and Deontay
Who
when
was
that
it?
happened.
Oh, when
in
he did
LA.
that?
That was in LA the week of Wilder
Mod
Fury won. I was
Bradshaw.
right
Yeah.
next to them.
For real.
not
That's
joking.
funny.
Not joking.
That's funny.
That's
Baby
why you
mama
got-
and everything now.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a story.
Wait, what?
I got. Oh yeah, I got.
Me and
boy,
Kendrick were
listen,
having a different conversation.
listen, I got stories. I got
Come on.
stories.
you got
I
a baby mama?
No.
Although one of my favorite Giants is Ross, because I'm a fan of
Wait, Ross.
Rick
yeah,
Ross.
Nah, the DB played at Texas.
Aaron
Oh
Ross?
yes, Aaron Ross. Aaron
Yeah.
Ross. Aaron Ross.
I'm a fan of his other half.
She's the gold medalist.
Yes, she is.
I do know that. I'm well aware.
They're gonna have some fast children. If their child isn't running a 4.3 at 6 right now, I don't know what. I don't know
Their
what's
kids were
wrong.
born in 4 months, all of them.
Very good. Quan, boy, he's not talking a lot, but he's just coming up with just.
He's good with the
gems.
zingers. He's good with the zingers. I'm 50.
The pink ones are the best. The pink zingers with the coconut.
You threw it all away.
I know.
They're good.
See,
I'm gonna bring you a pink zinger.
I gave you the
I'm
mantle.
gonna bring you a pink zinger.
I know.
I'm gonna bring one.
Zingers. No one even knows what zingers are.
I know what a zinger is.
I do
man.
too. Kendrick don't know what you know. Zinger, man.
Is that the
Man, he's a
off-brand?
big
Is that the
man.
off-brand?
He
tweets?
better know,
the peanuts.
he better know what a zinger is.
See,
That's a big man over there. If he don't know what a zinger is, then
Stop.
none of us need to know what a zinger is.
Wow.
my brother
that's not
never been
fair.
as broke as me. When I was young, I had to pair of leaves.
I like that.
Can you freestyle, Kendrick?
I'm in the mode.
Don't
You got it,
trust me. He always is trying to get me in here, and every time Brian comes in, Brian starts rapping, and then Quan's like, Josh, and it's like, why do you do that every time?
Come on, Josh. You got a
Bro,
bar.
I have
A
no
bar?
bars.
One bar.
Nope.
All right.
No. And look, and the worst part is I don't even know what my beat would be.
This one right here.
No.
Sky's the limit.
All right, here you go.
He's showing
There you go.
tigers on the shirt.
Kendrick's
He's
about to
coming
go
in.
in.
Here he goes.
I stay true to what I do. I grab the mic, I get the crowd hype, I get my friends what they like. What they don't understand is I am that guy.
I'm so fly, like a bird
He was on it.
in the sky. You down on the ground like a turd.
Oh man. We are a sports show, folks.
I know,
Don't
that-
judge us for our hip hop.
that's so bad.
It's a no. It's a no
Don't
for me.
judge us for our hip hop.
You're not gonna have.
Come on, man.
You're not gonna have me messed up.
Everyone else did it.
It's a no.
You're not gonna have me messed up.
Everybody else did it, Josh. Come on.
My man said
man.
it's a no.
It's a no.
You got nothing.
That's funny.
Nope.
That is funny.
Like literally, my
My guy
mind
said
doesn't
it's a no.
work that way. It just doesn't. Never has.
yeah, that's funny right there.
It's
My
very
man
hard.
said
It's very
a
hard for me to
no.
think like that, and then also stay in cadence. Stay like I can remember all the words to every rhyme, flow it on time, everything. But like
That kind of rhymed right there.
I know it did, but it wasn't on purpose. You see what I'm saying?
See?
Like
But he did it. He,
bars.
that was a bar.
Barsh.
That's bar.
Barsh.
Barsh. He got
Your-
them.
Oh my god.
Your barber's out of town? Your barber's out of town?
No, it's wolfing season, so
Okay.
I gotta let it.
And he still got a fresh line.
I gotta let it. I gotta let it grow.
How-
I gotta let it
Can-
grow.
can
in.
KD holler at your barber?
No.
He got the best hairline that I know of right now. You competing with Jalen Rose.
I hate you
Wow.
so much.
He competing-
Jalen's is.
Oh, hey,
He
I'm
got
just
sound
glad.
effects with his. Don't he?
Yeah, he
I'm
does.
just glad Jalen stopped with that daggone Jamie Foxx joint that was like right here in the middle of his head. It's
I
like,
can't
bro,
be noticing
you need
everything
to
on these cats.
you need to daggone freaking strangle your barber. If I ever got up like, yeah, we done. Like, no, we ain't done. You better get back in there and finish this off.
back in there.
Like, the heck is wrong with you?
I'm mad at this just for men's. And why is everyone's hair got to look like James Brown?
Oh.
I'm tired of the pitch black. You over 40 with pitch black hair.
It's
Stop
not.
it.
It's that's not your grain of hair.
Stop.
Not your grain.
That's your grain.
I dyed my hair a couple times. And then I was in the shower washing my hair after I dyed it.
Uh-oh.
I had like hair in my hand. I'm like, yo.
Uh-oh.
I'm cool with the gray.
Uh-oh.
I'm cool with the platinum.
It's taking more than it's given.
I go off my dad jeans. I did go to my
Taking more than
dad.
it's
My dad
given.
just
I
turned
like that.
66. He turned gray about early 50. So I turned 40 in 2 weeks. So I got a whole decade holding
There you
strong.
go.
And my brother's already lost the battle. He's younger than me.
You don't have any gray? You don't have no gray?
5%. 95%
He
regular.
said 5%.
I'm a 5%.
percentage?
I'm a 5%.
Oh, you're a bad man. I just yank them out. I yank them out till they come in 2s and 3s.
Do you?
But they're starting to come
Right.
in the back here where I can't see them.
You ain't got none right here?
See?
No, I get like they'll be spread out.
I want the beanie to look good. My stuff do be on point though.
He said
Okay.
a 5%.
I better need to be
He
cool.
did hit you with the 5%. Hit me with the
great.
5%.
That's
I'm like, I'm thinking of yes, no. I got a couple. I got about
5%.
Yeah, 4.39%. Adjusted growth.
You are Jesus. You have counted every hair on your head. Huh? I have 700,037 hairs.
And 5% of those
those
are gray.
hairs,
man.
337 are gray.
Y'all crazy.
10 are graying.
Graying.
Graying. Getting a little bit lighter right there.
Hey, but I talked to talk. I got the
wow.
shout out to my man VT Cuts out in Dallas.
Hey, no drops on our show, man. They didn't pay us.
I heard that. One thing I will say, man, I even told Quan this, man. I give it up. His white looks cool. Like it fits him.
Yeah.
With the beard and all that.
Because you embraced it.
Appreciate it, man.
He take a lot of
No, it works for you.
It really does.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I think if you were still young looking and then you just went white.
Wow.
No. I was giving you a
fact you look old as hell.
No. I'm saying you still
Makes it
look
work.
young. You still look young. If you looked old and then you were gray, then it's like, oh, he old and gray. But if you look young,
now-
No,
young
that's
and
somebody in
gray.
Las Vegas calling you a silver fox,
Well,
right?
we had
I get that a lot.
we had
Older women
to
usually.
stay on that one for a while to
You
make
stay
sure.
with
where
me.
you go- Okay, we got you.
I wasn't dogging you out.
I mean, if you looked young, no.
Like if I went all the way
It
gray,
works.
then
But
I
if you
guess
looked young,
I guess I'd have to work. I'd have to rock it.
you would look.
But
It didn't start out.
No, it didn't start out good. He
did not.
steered it back in the right direction.
He did.
trying to
He
steer
did.
it wrong.
He did.
He been hanging with Kendrick, talking about
I ain't hanging with me.
this trans
Oh.
formation into the.
Enough of this showy show of emotion.
The geisha house.
Serves good food.
That's very good.
funny.
That's too
Oh,
good.
man.
Sam Hardaway got you on the wrong foot.
No.
man.
That was off air. We were talking about Hardaway.
That was. That's
Don't bring off
dangerous.
air stuff on there.
That's
Ken.
dangerous.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, man,
They'll come and take your show away.
Sam Hardaway, I say nothing else.
You know what? Mess with the alphabet people. They're dangerous. That's a dangerous.
Alphabet people, huh?
Man,
That's
he
dangerous.
said they will come
alphabet
and take
people?
your show away from
They
you.
will come and take your show. They'll, look,
The alphabet people.
This won't be Gorilla Cross.
Oh,
Dave Chappelle.
yes, yeah, I got
You
it.
were trying
yes.
to figure out where it was.
For a second, I'm thinking Paul Mooney. No, Dave Chappelle. Oh, I thought it was for a second. Speaking of Paul Mooney, you know what he said? I'm messing with you.
Oh, I was like, oh
You see, his
no.
eyes got big. Like,
Uh-oh.
oh no, please no.
He's like, Google that.
Please no. But you talked about this, Quan, a little bit, man. The fact that Super Bowl, it was not competitive. It was one of the more boring Super Bowls I had seen in a long time. man.
Including the halftime.
Oh, let's talk about the halftime.
Yeah.
Tower
Let's
ball.
talk about the
I'm gonna have to
halftime.
pull out my Stephen A. Tower ball.
So
Good. I'm gonna go ahead and do something right now.
I
Y'all
thought
talk
something
about
was
it.
wrong with my boy's TV. For real. Because the audio was horrible.
It was.
it
It
bad?
was.
The audio was horrible, especially at the beginning. It just sounded very
Well,
tinny.
kind of.
It
Kind of went
was
in and out.
low.
It went in and out.
The vocals were just low. He came in with the Stormtroopers. I don't know what that was about either. That was weird.
Mandalorian. The Mandalorian. He was known as Mandalorian.
It was boring though. It was a boring halftime show, and I liked the Weeknd. I'm a fan of his music.
I thought, like, look, it's kind of one of those things where, you know, they're gonna hype it up bigger than, you know. So the expectations, it's hard to meet the expectations.
Last year is still my favorite one.
Who was last year?
Shakira and J Lo.
That was good. But it was also dancing. It was also more energy.
It was
You
also
understand?
Shakira and J-Lo.
And it was
was
the
also-
naked Shakira and J-Lo. Like, there's never gonna be a bad thing that came out of that.
Thank you very much.
He
The
went
bar
straight
was
to it was dancing.
the bar was very
Oh,
low
it was
for
Shakira.
male excitement.
But the thing is, you have some people like, this is the most closed halftime show ever, and that's why I was one of those.
Oh,
There's a
I
correlation
wouldn't
to
say that.
I like that. I like the correlation.
Usually the dancing is good. Like the choreography, you like the choreography and stuff like that. When Beyonce's done it, even Katy Perry, even though she can't dance,
Yeah,
like she had dancers behind her doing dope choreography.
I was at that Super Bowl too.
The Sharks.
The elephant was dope though. She came on the elephant.
The lion.
The lion.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
my hands mixed up.
I was like, elephant?
Bruno Mars, still one of the best ones to me.
Bruno Mars was really good.
Man, you know what? I don't think people like this one, but I liked when Timberlake did his. I thought that was a good one. No?
The second one.
Yeah, the one with the
I like them both. I
You know
like
what's
them both.
wild? I missed it. I missed the whole. I still have never seen the Janet Jackson.
No.
Listen,
Unblurred.
Listen, when it happened, I was like,
Is that real?
I was like, that's gonna happen.
I was watching it with my pastor.
Mom, I'll be right back.
I felt it like about 10 frames before it happened.
That was Panthers Patriots, right?
It's gonna happen.
No, it was Houston. I don't know what it was.
Panthers Patriots, I believe.
No, it
Yeah,
was.
Quan got
It was
it. That was
in
Houston.
New Orleans, though, right?
That was Houston. It was Houston.
Ah.
You sure? Houston. Panthers Patriots in Houston.
Hold on.
Okay.
That's the reason I correlated.
Pull
I
that
could
mic
think-
up a little bit.
Oh, my bad. That was the Houston Super Bowl. So yeah, it
Okay.
was Panthers Patriots.
Okay.
Tom Brady got lucky to win that Super Bowl too.
That was right. That must have
That
been in
was, Vinatieri
2006 or
winning that
something.
That was
Bowl.
04. So yes, that was a Patriot.
That was 04.
That was 04.
So
That's
there's
why I
kids,
was like,
there's kids listening to our show right now that weren't born at that time.
100%.
Like Bryant's.
100%.
Like Brian's, yeah.
Edmond.
Oh, my kids are young, man. 8 and 5.
Wow.
Got 7.
You got 7 kids?
Oh, 7-year-old.
Yeah, he got a little man. Little man.
Josh, how many kids you got?
0.
For sure?
Or
Or there was a maybe.
there's a perhaps.
There was a perhaps.
There's
out
still
there.
a perhaps.
I didn't know if you guys figured that out yet with the Maury or
No.
Stubbin.
It won't be a Maury.
Congratulations.
It could.
Does she look just like you?
No. If she did, I would have. This charade would have been over a long time ago. No. Anyway.
But the fact is a maybe, you should still
the mom.
find
it's
out.
The mom. The mom doesn't. The mom doesn't want to know. So I kind of.
Man, got my man put his legal situation out there.
he talks about it all the time, so I'll just go with it.
He always.
What happened to the off-air on air? What happened to that? I thought that was
me.
I thought that was a
He
corner
tells
rule.
on himself.
When it's me,
He tells on himself.
I'm like, I can.
We don't call him to Joshy 6'9" for no reason.
I love when you said that. That was funny.
He will tell.
Hey,
I love that.
He will tell.
He will tell.
He will tell. He was saying it like this.
You got a secret? Josh will tell it. Live on the air.
That pop up though, that's some stressful stuff. That pop up.
Well, no, there's no pop up. That baby's 14.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Wow. And you. Anyway.
Quad, I was about to say you have to keep yourself on. You have to keep yourself on because that was great. Your face was great.
That
Don't
baby,
put it on me.
That baby is 14.
Yeah, that baby ain't a baby no more.
No, I understand that.
That baby drove me here today.
She didn't even know she's my Uber driver. I'm your dad.
That stuff's crazy. I was a step kid that I helped raise from 2 to 15.
Oh, crazy.
We were 21, just got married, and I think about to have a kid. She'll be 22 in March. It's like,
Okay.
she's
She
not
got
little. Yeah, Michaela got married.
Wow.
My stepdaughter's about to be 15 this month.
They go wild
Is she
five.
really?
Wow.
Layla's 15.
Yeah, she's about to be 15.
Her name is Layla.
Layla, yeah.
Wow, my youngest daughter's name is Layla.
Oh, for real? How you spell it?
Y'all didn't know that this whole time?
like Ali.
How long y'all been doing each other?
L-A-I-L-A.
Okay.
no
L-E-I-L-A.
Okay.
L-E-I-L-A.
I like that too. I love that name though. That's a pretty name.
It is a good name.
I have
yeah.
a niece named Layla.
Do you really?
Yeah, but hers has an H. It's spelled like yours, but with an H.
Okay. Oh. L-A.
I-L-A-H.
H.
Okay.
It's that silent H.
Yes. Her parents are black.
I mean, it's my brother.
Added H's?
Just wondering.
Wow.
Kendrick,
Still a beautiful name.
what's your story? What's your Layla story? I know you got like an uncle or something that got a Layla.
Nah.
Okay.
Ex-girlfriend
Come
named
on.
Layla.
Ex-girlfriend?
Nah, you know, my little man's name is spelled afflicted, but that's neither here nor there.
Wait.
His name is
Afflicted?
Braxton. Braxtyn. His mom's like, oh, I want it to be different. I'm like, so are we trying to get a job when we turn 21?
Amen.
Yeah.
That's black on paper.
And see, it's funny because my brother,
And he live in
I gotta show you-
Texas.
exactly.
And he live in Texas.
Like my brother has his name is Markwin. It's his legal name.
Okay.
Is it Markwin Johnson? And then he got older. He got his business card say Mark Johnson. My mom's like,
Yup.
Negro, why you missing some letters off your name? He goes, Markwin Johnson. I'm not gonna call him Mark Johnson. Hey, you want to interview tomorrow at 8:30? Boy, I fell out.
Straight up.
Wow.
He was like 22 at the time. Now he's got 2 He's like, Mark Johnson, can you come on down and come to interview tomorrow?
Mark,
He said Markwin Johnson. No, we're not gonna call him.
At all.
people that doesn't really happen in the United States
Not
of
in our
America.
country. Come on.
Okay.
It's equal out here.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, no, that does not happen. Okay, we live in a meritocracy. Only reason I know that word is my dad always says that. He's always said that if we lived in a meritocracy, you wouldn't have to go through all the stuff.
Props
you
to
go
the people enforcing the mask out here, and Las Vegas. You actually take it serious. I live in Texas, where it's the Wild Wild West.
No, you guys
And
have
with the Florida-
20,000 people in a boxing match. So
And they got Florida, where it's a shit show. They
Oh
like
my
don't.
God.
Yeah, Florida doesn't
I'm
care.
walking around
Florida
at the NFL thing, and I'm like, Oh, I didn't get up out of here.
Did you see, like, I mean, just seeing the celebrations, I understand, but like,
I was like that Saturday. I was there Saturday afternoon.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what you were
NFL experience. Yeah,
They do not
I like.
care.
I get on this plane and go to Vegas.
But I like how Kendrick posts stuff this morning about Tampa to make it look like he was there last night.
it's hey, that's what you're supposed to do.
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
There's some fireworks. I'm like, I thought he was in Vegas, man. He's supposed to be at the studio.
I held on to that picture just long enough.
That thing got the live bug on it too.
How'd he pull that off?
Oh man, he is amazing.
He's filming his computer screen, going live.
I'm
He is
done. That's pretty good. That's a good way to do it.
Go ahead, write that down.
I was about to say, how would you do that? That's how you would do that.
That's how
Good
you
job,
do it.
Quan.
Yeah, your boy Kendrick, as you said, he's everywhere.
He is.
Trying to make it happen, man.
Literally was in Tampa a couple days ago.
Working on a project with one of the best UFC fighters of all time. I got called tonight with his people. Brian don't even know. If I pull it off, you're gonna be the first to know.
There you go. One of the best of all time, huh?
Not Anderson Silva, because he won't be able to understand you. Let's see. Who could it be? Current? So he's fighting right now. Cormier. He's not current. He's not current. He
something
retired.
with him. I'd like to do something with Cormier.
He's out here all the time.
Here's
man.
a Cormier story. When he beat Stipe,
He's approachable.
yeah,
he seems like
here's
he
a Cormier
is.
story.
He seems like he
I texted him back and forth, but I kept trying to get on my podcast. I just started. It was a Slip and Dip podcast. And I'm like, man, I gotta do something dramatic. Well, I betted on him because when he fought Stipe, I thought
It was a nice podcast.
I thought he was gonna. I thought he was gonna. I thought you.
Not that podcast, Josh. Don't Google that one.
You should pull it up on it. I've been on there a couple of times.
But I thought he was
had
gonna,
some good
I thought he was
guests.
gonna beat Stipe. I didn't think he was gonna knock him out. But the first
Yeah.
time, so I was gonna go put 100, and I felt so good. I looked at plus 275. We're gonna put 300 down. So you boy walk away with about 8 something. I sent him the betting slip that night. Hey, congratulations, champ. I put my money where my mouth is. Can you come on my show? He could hit me up the next morning. You could tell he been going through. He said, "Give me 2 weeks, I'll be on." He came on,
Wow.
and then that gave our show credibility because
Oh,
he don't do
wow.
show.
That's solid.
That's
People
pretty good.
that do stuff like that, when they
That's
do
pretty
stuff
good.
that they say they're gonna do,
Yeah.
man, that's solid, man.
Oh, it took
can
us the whole day
appreciate
that
folks
day
like
to get him on. We supposed to be there at 9 a.m. Dallas time. This fool didn't come on to like 5 p.m. Dallas time.
That happens.
Gotta do what you gotta do to
Sometimes
get
you
that
gotta make the
footage.
adjustments.
Exactly.
You gotta make
My
those
man was in the
adjustments.
car going to the airport. We got it in though.
Yeah.
And then
I've hit people up. I'm like, yeah, we do our shows, 1 o'clock Mondays and Thursdays.
Does 7
They
o'clock
can't
work?
do that. Okay, well, anytime will work.
Quad though.
When
It's a
are you
hustle.
free?
We could do our show at any time that day. It's
12
actually free.
midnight? That's fine.
Oh,
It'll just be taped. We'll just tape it.
that's so fun. That's so true, though. That's
Yeah,
so
you
true.
got to make the adjustments.
Man, that's funny. That is really funny. Because who'd I have on the old coach of the Raiders, Hugh Jackson? I got him on a little bit, and I caught him at the airport. Literally, he was talking to me as he was getting onto the plane, and this was video.
Yeah.
I'm set up in the studio. I got the whole cameras and everything.
He's Skyping.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
That's funny.
That is good.
Man, it was. You got to get it when you can get it. So
You
I
gotta
do.
get
I
it, yeah.
feel you there.
You do.
Speaking
Man.
of the Raiders, real quick, Brian, I know you cover them heavy. Some Hall of Famers, and I went
Shout out
to
Charles Woodson.
Allegiant the other day. I was doing Lyft out there. Just dropped my friend off at a club right near there, and
Clubs.
club.
Starts with a P.
Nah, it starts with a.
No?
Wait, what? What is it?
Does it
Oh
sound
no,
like-
a C.
A C.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Okay.
Got it. Moving on.
with a horse.
That way.
Yep.
Yeah, with a-
Yep.
But
Josh is
I got to take a picture of that because they had their Hall of Famers on the big board
yeah.
out there.
And Flores and Woodson.
Yeah, so Charles Woodson
That's dope.
and you just said his
Tom
name.
Flores.
Tom
Yeah,
Flores.
Tom Flores.
Did you see? You saw Sports Night last night, right?
Of course.
He's actually a pretty loyal viewer, man. Like
Tom Flores, watch your show.
oh, this Quan guy. This Quan guy. This Quan guy. Nah, I seriously appreciate anytime that Cassandra, she watches it. You know what I mean? Like just people that actually support and watch your show, man. It warms my heart, man. But I did something with Charles Woodson. Did you see how the NFL surprised him with the announcement?
Yeah, those videos
didn't
were
see
pretty.
that.
For them not to have done it, I thought that was a cool touch. They got everybody when they got that moment. Even Peyton
That's
Manning,
tight.
which
That
was a surefire, so they did a little bit different.
But
Had
still
his dad,
hearing it and getting it.
yeah, they had his dad and had Cutliff, the guy got him from the Tennessee, and
Oh,
then
okay.
they didn't have Dungy, they had the other brother coach from the Colts that didn't win the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Jim Caldwell.
Caldwell, yeah.
The man who should have never been fired from the
Exactly.
Lions.
Wow.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
The worst
They all
fire
had
in
a-
the
you
history
can
of
tell,
firing.
even though he knew he was going in, it still meant something different.
Yeah.
It was a little bit different. And shout out to Calvin Johnson. I saw one of the best games ever that dude had. The Cowboys were up by 3 touchdowns in Tony Romo fashion. Second half, they shit the bed. He caught 3 touchdowns. Like literally, Matt Stafford was like, "Go get it, Calvin."
Calvin Johnson could still play in the NFL
Oh, yeah.
right
He
now.
throws, he
Yeah.
throws it up. And he goes, "Go get it." He out jumping people like he's in the backyard on 3 consecutive touchdowns and won the game.
I
And
think
we,
it-
we
Never
talked,
seen
we
that in
talked
the
about
NFL.
this with the trade. Is how come they traded Stafford, but they wouldn't trade Calvin Johnson wanted to be traded. Barry Sanders wanted to be traded.
Hall of
I know.
Famers. What are they?
I
Surefire
know.
Hall of Famers.
They didn't want to trade.
They want surefire
No,
Hall of
we're
Famers.
gonna trade me or I gotta retire.
You know
Two
why,
of your
though?
best players in the franchise wanted to be traded or retire, and you just let them retire.
And
You know
he tried
why
to take
though?
their- and he tried to take their money for him
Matt,
too.
Matt Stafford is not Calvin Johnson. Matt
No.
Stafford
He's not a Hall of
is
Famer.
not who?
Stafford's not a Hall of Famer like that.
Oh, I thought you said he is a Hall of Famer. I was about. No, that's what I'm saying. Like Matthew Stafford
Yeah.
is not Calvin Johnson. He's not Barry Sanders. I mean, really, you had those two. You had Calvin Johnson, and how many playoff games have you won? Like really?
One, I think.
Are you kidding me?
No, 0.
No, they haven't won any.
Zero.
They haven't won
He's
any.
never won a playoff
They've
game.
been in
Like,
3
come
playoff
on.
games and lost all 3.
Yeah, like man, I'm not a Matt Stafford
Yeah.
guy. I mean, you can tell him about the arm and all that talent, all that Jeff George and all
So
that
what do you
kind of
think about
stuff.
that trade? Because I think it's looking at it now. Lions definitely got the better of that trade.
I think so.
I don't think
but
Rams
I
are going to
don't-
be much better.
How much?
I don't think so either.
How good do you
I
think
agree
golf
with you.
is?
I agree with you.
What's up?
I don't think golf's good.
He's serviceable. He's good.
It's part of the
He
season.
won more playoff games than Matt
He
Stafford.
went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
But look
you
who
can't
called
take it
his
away.
plays though.
What's up?
I think Sean McVay's that guy. Look who called the plays though.
I think Sean McVay is a little overrated. They had a great
Yes.
defense. They had an amazing
But
defense.
But look at his record though. 3 years he's been in the playoffs every year.
They was in
Every
the playoff-
year?
They was in the playoffs.
No, they
this
weren't
year?
in
They
the
won the
playoffs
playoffs last year.
3 out of 4. My bad.
Okay.
All right.
All righty then.
But
Poke holes in that-
I don't think
in that
argument
real quick.
I don't think that trade makes the Rams that much better at all.
I don't think so.
And
at
they're in
all.
a tough division already. So
And,
that's
and
gonna be
they're
rough.
and they're giving away first round picks like
2
bags of
first-round
chips.
picks.
man.
That's what's going to be the problem right there. That's going to come back on them sooner or later.
If you don't pull that mic up,
Those picks going to be the problem sooner or later. That's going
Yeah.
to get them.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is why people act like the NFL is not different from year to year. Nobody knows. Like, of course, we don't know the Tom Brady move. That's a whole other domino. But so there's going to be somebody that we're not talking about that's going to be in the mix. It's going to come
the
up
healthiest team wins. The healthiest good team wins. That's kind of how it
because
is.
if the Cowboys or the Eagles were healthy this year, they at least would have got as far as the Rams. I just sincerely believe that. None of those teams were either healthy. What's wrong with the NFC East? Everybody was hurt. Everybody lost their quarterback. Everybody lost their quarterback.
That is true. And quarterbacks that played like trashes.
Dak was lighting it up. Dak
Who?
wasn't playing back before he broke his ankle.
That was probably 2 games, one
Or-
game.
or-
Four
check.
games.
He had 40. He had 42 for 2,000 yards. He was on pace to
More
over
so
6,000.
Philadelphia, more so the Giants quarterback was all right. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I'm sorry, your team.
Jerry, pay
they
Dak
stunk
his money
anyway.
while we talking about it in the NFL. Jerry, pay Dak his money. I was kind of on the fence about it until this year, but if you don't see the evidence that Dak needs to be a quarterback, I mean the Cowboys quarterback, something's wrong. You're not a real Cowboys fan.
You got to see how that injury he comes back from that.
They keep talking about he's ahead of schedule. They keep talking about how ahead of schedule
no,
he is.
look, he was standing up in his video tribute to Alex Smith, like just standing talking, and I was like, well, he's not on crutches, like you know what I mean, like he was.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is in his
Yeah.
recovery, but he was standing, however long it took to get this filmed.
And
So
who you gonna get besides him? You know what I mean? Like who?
not young.
Not young.
Of
yeah.
course, the only player that's out there that people really need to transform their franchise is Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, other
But
than him,
tell me this, how much better do y'all think he is than Dak? I think Deshaun Watson's a
Ooh,
great
a
player,
lot better.
but I don't see it. I see it like this.
His,
He's better by
his
this.
arm is
They like it like
way
this.
better.
I think it's like this. People act like it's like this.
I think so.
I don't get that. It's kind of like in basketball. Go back to the NBA.
Look what Watson did this year with
People act
no.
like-
Look what Watson did this year with no receivers.
But can he win the games? Their winning is about the same. They both won the same amount of playoff
Are you
games.
sure?
Really?
They win the games.
No, that's not true.
How many playoff games has Dak won?
Huh?
How many playoff games has Dak won?
Dak won. He's won 2
one.
division titles, won one.
He's
Sean
won
Watson
one.
won 1 division title and won
One?
2.
They went to the playoffs. How many times they go up to oh no, they went up to New England. I'm gonna say twice, didn't they?
They won once, and then they got beat by the Chiefs.
They got
once,
beat
too.
by the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You can't. He
And
won a
then-
28-point lead.
So
That's
I-
what, I would get like Shannon.
But I mean,
that's on your
still,
resume.
Yeah, he been to the playoffs at least.
He won
twice.
28-point leads. That's on your resume.
And he did it as a rookie. Like, stop it. Did he go to
I like
playoffs?
Deshaun
He's like
Watson.
night and day.
I like Deshaun Watson.
He's
better.
a shade ahead of Dak right now.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's not
no.
better, but people
A
act like it's
shade?
not even close. It's kind of like in basketball.
It's not.
People act like Luka Doncic is up here and Trey Young's right here. It's a lot closer than people
No,
think.
it's
That
not.
I agree with.
I don't.
Really?
Trey Young's a stat filler.
Look what he's playing with though. Because
They got a good team right now.
what's Luka doing now? What is Luka doing now?
Not
Stat
much.
filling. It's like Luka's better, but it's a lot this, and the perception is
I
like
agree with
this.
that.
It's almost the same thing with Dak and Deshaun Watson. They're both very good.
Well, I don't know.
Trey Young was an all-star
Luka
last
got
year,
something
man.
different.
He does.
Trey,
and I
does.
agree with that.
Trey's good. I like him, but Luka got something different.
So you think it's like this? Not like this?
But
They've
Trey
anointed.
always is going to be
'Cause he's
at
a
a
smaller guy.
defensive advantage, a disadvantage. Excuse
Yeah.
me. Luka,
Like Luka.
Luka just doesn't play defense, but he's a
There you go.
bigger guy.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to if he can get a coach, not get a coach because Rick Carlisle ain't going nowhere, but if Rick
No.
could ever like reach him and make him get more serious about defense,
He plays zero.
yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
he has a little bit more of a shelf life to do certain things better. Trey is more in a Steph Curry situation where he has to play angles and play cheat and do different things. Allen Iverson was in that
I agree
situation.
with you.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to in the playoffs, if I don't have a good enough team around me, I'm always a liability being on the court. Like they can screen me, and then now somebody has to help. So even if my guy doesn't do it, I've now been the reason why they got an action going.
But in the football equivalent, Deshaun Watson has got a little bit better arm. Touch wise, they're a little bit about the same. But it's way closer than what people think it is.
He's got a much better.
I'll agree with you.
Much?
I'll agree with
A
you
little
for
bit.
this. I'll agree
A
with
little
you
bit.
with this. The biggest issue I think that they're saying as far as Dak is concerned is Dak goes through a lot of fits of inconsistency.
not very
and
accurate
He
either.
he has accuracy issues from time to time, but in terms of arm talent
But
and
this year,
those kind of
he
things,
did not have. When they,
He played three games.
Exactly. That's up.
Well, 5, whatever.
You just said 4 like a second ago.
and weren't they 1-4?
3.
Oh, you're not counting that loss where he got carted off.
Man,
They won
and you-
that game.
And you was talking about
Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett.
That was the
No,
Giants,
Andy
right?
Dalton
that's
came
the
in.
game. He came in and balled. Remember,
Yeah,
Andy
bro.
Dalton played well in that game.
Okay. And everybody was like, "Dang, Andy Dalton's on the Cowboys." I think that's when everybody did that.
Because remember when they signed him?
When they signed him, everybody said
Yeah.
that was,
Best backup. If he
That
wouldn't
was-
have
yeah.
got knocked out with y'all dirty play, the Cowboys
hey.
won that division.
Hey,
That
listen.
cost the Cowboys 2 games.
Listen.
We're not talking about the.
Don't roll to the right. Roll to the left.
And then my man got concussion. He was out for a game, and then he got to COVID, so he's out for 3 games. That was the Cowboys season right there.
And then he came back and played us again.
He
and
was-
got stomped off his face again.
And then he got together after that. After the Redskins game the second time, he got together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It was too
man,
late.
It's too late. It was there.
That first game back. That first game that he played by himself. Ooh,
Yeah,
He looked like a rookie.
he looked like me.
Like the dudes the Cowboys got off the street looked better than him. That's how bad it was. Gary Gilbert came from that. I won't say XFL, but you know that league that dissolved.
Yeah.
He came off the street literally. He looked better than Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Why they put old boy in there? Who I don't even know who.
I don't
The
even
heck
know.
What's his name?
Billy
Anyone know his name?
Danucci.
Yeah, remember
That
that,
one.
thing?
That one.
I was
The
like,
dude couldn't even throw a screen pass, bro.
He was out there
trash.
like, what was he doing on somebody's roster getting
Bro.
paid?
yeah, that's bad.
Bro, it was rough.
He
that
was
game,
one
that
and
game was
done.
good. That game was good. I
He was
enjoyed
one
that
and
as a-
done. He
as
was
a-
one and done.
As a
Me too.
Washington
Me
football
too.
team fan.
Yes, no, I hate on the Cowboys. As a Cowboy hater, a card carrying
Major.
member.
He be hating on the Lakers too.
Yeah, I'm not a Laker fan.
It's as well.
Who's your squads?
Yeah, exactly.
growing up, I was a Sixers fan.
we talking about today
My
though.
family's from Philly,
Okay.
We talking
so
about today.
today.
Who you think today?
I work in the media, man. So,
Not the
and I've been
same.
doing it. Yeah, man. I don't
What
really.
do you mean you hear Stephen A? I'm a Steeler fan. I'm in a fan since I was a kid. No. Everybody got a
Me
team
too.
on
I'm-
ESPN.
Nah, I don't roll like that. I mean, I have teams.
Yeah.
I was born in Oakland.
Plural.
I went to Warriors games as a kid, so I like the Warriors. I rock with them. But I mean, coming up, my team was the Sixers,
Dr.
and then my
J,
team, yes,
Charles,
yes,
Moochie.
yes.
I'm a
And
Laker
then-
Cowboy fan.
and then the Sonics, because when I was in high school, I was in Seattle. The Sonics. People said I looked like Gary Payton. He was from Oakland. Like real
Okay,
talk, man. Like that was
okay,
I
okay.
love the Sonics. I used to love
That's
the
a cool
Sonics.
cat.
So
I'm a Laker Cowboy fan from Dallas, born and raised Cowboy fan. Laker fan, people like, oh, you just started because they winning. No, it's because of Kobe. Two things. This 95, 96. So I'm in high school. The Mavericks got Mike Izzolino when people tried out there. They were terrible. It was not cool being a Maverick. There's no Mark Cuban or nothing in sight. So I'm like, you know what? And I saw this video, this
You're not
thing
old enough.
on the NBA Today. Mark Jones did a story about Kobe being like the next one, and Jerry West looks at that camera and said he will be one of the top players to ever play this game. He goes, "Are you sure he's a 6'6" guard?" Yes, he will. And then Kobe's going between the legs dunking in high school. That's my guy. Ever since I've been on Kobe from day one.
Wow.
I told Kobe this story, and he liked me from that. No lie. I was interning. He's like, "So what makes me your favorite player?" And I told him about that story. He said, "Okay."
Kobe's a cool dude. You probably spent a lot of time with him.
True story. You seen that look before, right? That.
You probably got way more stories than we do with.
He was at the academy when it happened.
He was flying. He was flying. Well, the
You were there
helicopter.
that day?
Yeah. I was coaching.
Are you?
Wow.
Yeah,
I thought mine was close. I was supposed to see him 2 weeks in Chicago.
So we actually the way the academy was set up, it's 4 courts, so it's 2 courts stacked.
I seen that white picture.
And so so in that picture, I'm actually standing to the left where so my girls were kneeling on his court. I was to the left of that, and so you couldn't
Was Jason
see.
Terry there too?
I think he was,
Because he said
that
he lives in
day.
the neighborhood I live in. He said something like he was there that day. He said they were supposed to play them.
Okay, I think that might have been what it was, but so my game was at 11. Kobe's game was at 12. His game was my game was on the court adjacent to his court, because basically Kobe, he would come in from the back, and then his court was right in front of him, and he wouldn't have to make a big fuss.
Yeah.
And it was easier for him to get in and out. And so about halfway through my game, I'm coaching, and I start hearing, like kind of like whimpering and like, so I'm like trying to figure out maybe someone got hurt. And then there was like an awkward pause in the game. It was a travel or something, and the refs kind of like lingered without putting the ball back in play. And my coach, Erin, she was assisting that game, and so she like kept nudging me. I'm like, what's going on? And so she passed me her phone and said Kobe Bryant dies in helicopter crash. And so at that point, the whole gym shut down.
Wow.
But yeah, he was flying. That's where he was coming.
Yeah, I
And
remember
so
hearing.
It's
yeah.
crazy
Makes me
because
sad even hearing it right now,
I was supposed to see him 2 weeks in Chicago for the All-Star weekend.
Yeah.
And it was so surreal in our past because David Stern had died like a week or two before
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it was really
Yeah.
surreal how that passed. They had in memoriam David Stern and Kobe. It's just like, this is not real. We're all tripping out that in Chicago, and not to be what we're talking about deaths, but R.I.P. to Pedro Gomez. I didn't know him, but I didn't know Sekou Smith, who was a
You didn't hear
when
that?
Pedro
Gomez
I didn't hear
died?
Pedro.
Yesterday.
He died yesterday.
What?
No,
I know I was making news.
No,
I didn't hear that at
I didn't know
all.
that.
Super Bowl.
How about
and
Lou Hill?
Sekou
Lou
Smith.
Hill used to coach UNLV when Lon Kruger was there.
Oh no, I didn't hear about that.
Yesterday,
A whole lot of people passed yesterday quietly.
he was like 47.
Wow.
And it's Sekou
Wow.
Smith.
Leon Spinks.
Did you because you didn't make Sekou Smith, great guy.
Yeah.
Had his
Yeah, he was
number,
only 44. He's my
48,
age.
48.
No, he was 48.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, he's Brian's
he always looked out for me and stuff. So R.P. Sekou and the
Wow.
Hawks did a hell of a thing. They
And that was crazy because wasn't he just on air not too long
Yeah,
ago?
COVID. He died from COVID.
Crazy,
I got a
man.
bunch of
Oh,
people that
yeah,
work
yeah,
at
yeah.
NBA TV.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
one of my guys is the host there,
Yeah, they-
Chris
they-
Miles.
Yeah.
That's my dude, man.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I remember I text him, and one of my guys also Damon Fisher, who's from do you know Damon?
Mm-hmm.
Dame's my guy,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I worked with Damon like 20 years ago at CNNSI, man.
Okay.
I text both of them, man,
That
about
goes
Sekou,
throwback.
man. They were both pretty shook up about that.
But
man.
props
Brady's
to
a good dude.
to the Hawks. They
know my man
dedicated
Dame.
they're gonna dedicate rename the press room after Sekou Smith.
Oh,
They got
cool.
they got like a community award for anybody that the people even like organizational and
sure.
team like who best embody. You know, he got along with everybody.
Yeah.
It's gonna be named after them. They're gonna do the presentation every year and keep
Wow.
the award winners in that press room. And 3, which is real cool, they're gonna have an intern from a SWAC school. And they're gonna have it for them, like basically in his memory to cover the Hawks and Summer League. So they're gonna fly them out here to Vegas. They're gonna cover Summer League like a
that's
regular
dope.
team
That's
and
dope.
get
Okay.
bylines and stuff and get that experience that you
That's
can't get
good.
nowhere else.
That's
dope.
good.
So
How long had he been sick?
I don't know how long he had
And
COVID.
it was just
It was
COVID?
COVID-
or he had
it's COVID
something
related.
else?
COVID
Okay.
related.
I think they were saying he had cancer.
I heard it was COVID
Like it was
related. something,
COVID.
though.
It was like, but like
Oh.
basically it was COVID. But then he also had if I remember reading it right.
exacerbated or something
I
like
know.
that.
Yeah,
Pedro
'cause
Gomez, nobody knows. Well, at least I don't know.
that's crazy. I didn't hear about that at all.
Yeah,
That's
that broke like right in the middle of the Super Bowl.
Because
yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
I was
see
just
that.
going to IG and I saw a random
He was
picture on
58
Rachel
though,
Nichols'
55 or
Facebook. I'm
58.
like, IG. I'm like,
but
this
not
ain't
that
Still
real.
that's
young,
young,
but
not
yeah.
super young. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not just like, I mean, this whole, like, the last couple weeks. You had the whole Larry King. You had
Shout out to Larry. That was my guy.
Cicely Tyson.
Cicely Tyson.
Like,
Cicely
man,
Tyson,
she's, I
yeah.
mean, she's like an icon, man, for, just
Kim
an
folks.
elegant, like, black woman. What's that?
Those are for Kim folks.
For real, man. Cicely Tyson.
I forget his
There was
first name.
someone else.
Plummer, the actor from Sound of Music, and then he was on Inside Man. Like old guy actor.
He was on Inside Man?
Remember Inside Man with Denzel Washington?
Man, that's one of my movies. That's a slept-on movie to me.
I love that.
I'm
movie.
not a movie
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
We'll move on. That's like another language.
Yeah, that's a
my movie.
slept-on movie.
But he was like the banker, the old man banker in that one.
Okay, yeah. He was in the car with him at the end?
Yeah.
The Jewish dude?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Where basically
he was part of the whole thing.
Yeah, where he
Oh,
made
you talking about
money.
the one? Are you talking about the one that they sent out of the bank? Did they send him
No,
out?
no,
Not
no,
him?
no, no, not the actual Inside Man. That's Clive Owen.
No. I'm talking about they sent. Remember the first person they sent out with the thing around him. He was an older man.
No.
You know what I'm talking about? He
No,
was
no,
coughing and all
he
that?
was the actual banker. The
Okay.
actual man that owned the bank.
Oh, him.
That
He
man.
passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He passed last week too.
Wow.
hmm
I didn't know. Man, the fact that you knew
Oh,
his
that's
name, I
crazy.
didn't know his name. But
Crazy.
And then I didn't know that his daughter was the woman that was in Pulp Fiction, the Honey Bunny. That's his daughter. I didn't know that.
Honey
either.
Bunny.
He's like, everything cool, Honey Bunny, and she's like, everyone gets on the ground, like in the
yeah,
restaurant.
I know exactly what you're.
Yeah, I didn't know that was his
She
daughter.
kind of looks like him a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't know that was his daughter. I found that out. I was like,
Wow.
oh wow.
So R.I.P. Seiko, Pedro, and all the
Inside
people
Man.
who passed away recently.
Okay. That's a slept-on movie, man. Folks don't really.
Now we can play that Serenity commercial.
We've talked about enough death. We've definitely
Bringing it
talked
all the
about
way
enough
back,
death.
baby. All the way back. Very good, Quan. See, that's the Quan that we know and love.
Zingers.
Right in there.
That's the Quan that we know and love. Man.
Oh man, anything else happening in sports? Oh, let's go to UFC real quick.
Yeah.
Alistair Overeem, if you quit kicking my camera.
Oh. Man.
I was at 16.
He need to-
Look at his face. He knew he did it too.
He's like a kid, like, oh, you got me. I got caught. I got caught. Overeem.
Alistair Overeem, man, he Volkov
a rapper.
did him dirty, man.
No, Frankie Edgar is the one that got there.
Well, him too. He took. That's a flying knee though. Anyone's going down with that flying knee.
Sure. And it's
But
anybody
everybody's
susceptible
getting
to
caught
it.
with it, though.
Just one shot. He was trying
That
to
was
take him
bad,
down.
though. I thought he died.
Beautifully timed.
Who, Frankie Edgar? All right. Oh,
Edgar looked dead.
Oh, he was, and I said, give my title shot.
Yeah, it's like Corey. Make sure he's okay.
Corey said,
You
"I want my
might
title
have
shot."
murdered
You
someone
might
right
have
now.
killed somebody in the ring.
He went stiff for real. He hit him with
Yo,
the
and he
with
was
the
stiff
robot.
like in the air, like boom,
Yeah. And when they did that little, yeah, it's not good.
yeah.
That's terrible. He hit him with the robot. that's so bad. I'm going straight to Hades.
I'll never ever forget. Look, freaking Masvidal when he actually like lived in it
Were
and
you
was
there?
like when he went stiff and fell
He
out.
planked on him on the
Oh,
Yeah,
that was the best trolling I think I've
It
ever
definitely
seen in the
was.
ring. I don't think anyone's ever.
It did count him out. That's what
That was,
it
he
counted
did
him
like hit him
out.
with the. He did
Because
the.
Askren talked so much mess.
But I talked to his coach, Mike Brown.
Askren was talking so
Askren.
much mess before that
Yeah.
fight happened, and then people get mad at Dana White for pumping up these dudes from other leagues, and so when they come in, you know, they want to
was
kill him.
legit. Michael Chandler's legit, though.
Yeah, but the fighters don't like him right now because they propped him up all the way to the top to where Dana White might be giving him a title shot soon. And there's all these.
But this has been a top 5 fighter in the world for
That's
that long time.
that's cool.
It's like Eddie
That's
Alvarez.
cool.
Eddie
But all
Alvarez
these
is
other
there. He got-
UFC fighters been doing it for
In the
so
UFC.
long in the
Yeah.
UFC. They're like,
Yeah.
yo, what's up, man? Like you get the new jewel over
Yeah,
here.
new
You
shiny
just
toy.
yeah.
And he got paid too.
Yeah.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
But the one thing, at least with the Chandler guy, man, he came in and showed out.
He did. He did.
Because he put Hooker with that.
I wouldn't surprise. Why
Hooker
am I
with the
surprised that he
hooker.
won?
I wasn't surprised he won. I
How
was
he
surprised how he won it in that quick because Hooker.
He looked terrible.
You saw the fight Hooker and Poirier.
they just had a war.
that was a
but-
classic fight last year.
Yeah, but people don't understand all these people, Frankie Edgar, Hooker, Overeem, they be in these wars. They're like, oh, that's cool. And
war.
that war will catch up with you.
Wars take their victims
Yeah,
even in
get-
victory.
Yes.
Well, Overeem was talking about he wanted to retire. He wanted to get the heavyweight championship
One
and then
last
retire.
time.
But
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I don't. That's definitely not happening now. But it looked like you need to retire now because my thing is I thought he was Who do you
I
fight
forget
last?
who he fought.
He beat
Where-
Dos Santos.
Francis
He beat-
Ngannou.
No.
He beat Junior Dos Santos.
Man, Francis
No,
Ngannou,
he fought
knocked his
Walt.
head literally off.
Walt Harris.
He fought
Oh, yeah.
Walt Harris. Walt Harris thought he had won that fight in the first
And
round,
let off.
and he
He
let
left the
off
judges.
and ended up losing that fight. Before that, he lost to
Francis
not
Ngannou.
Ngannou.
I forget who he lost to. but that was when-
Rosenstrike.
That was
Rosenstrike.
when he split his lip, where his whole
Rosenstrike.
like
Yes.
lip was.
That was
Rosenstrike.
Rosenstrike.
Was
Yeah,
it?
that wasn't
Then
Ngannou.
Ngannou beat
Oh, okay.
Rosenstrike after
Hey,
that.
Quano, you not
In
making that
30
money.
seconds.
That's right.
I was looking. I was
That
trolling those.
Rosenstrike thing,
I was
that
trolling
was-
those spreads. They got Stipe as a 155 plus 155 underdog to
Ngannou.
Ngannou, man. I'm gonna have to go get that. I'm gonna come here and go get that money.
Man, that's a beautiful line, man.
I'm gonna have to go
so many
get that
peop-
money.
So many people gonna bet on Ngannou, right?
Man, I'm gonna come get that money.
I
All he
did-
gonna do is wrestle them. That's all he gonna do. Like he did the first time.
Of course, that's what he's gonna do.
Ngannou was better than he was.
He
Can
is.
he wrestle? I don't think he can.
Yeah, all he's gonna do
This
is
is why I
wrestle.
wrestle DC. He out wrestled DC for 5 rounds. So what is Ngannou gonna bring
I don't know if
there?
did he out wrestle DC?
Well,
Or
when
did
they
he
counted in
just-
the 5th round, when
I'm
they
about to
counted.
say, yeah. But at some point, I mean, Ngannou caught him last time, and Ngannou was
The first round.
he was
First
terrible last time though.
That first round, he got the first round now.
But I'm saying
First-
he was terrible last time, and Ngannou caught him. So think about how he's got to be able to catch him now, and
Yeah.
he's much better.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he was just way
Yeah,
back
yeah,
when, like he
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know how to fight, and his cardio was horrendous.
it was-
But
Yeah.
we hadn't seen him go full hard 25. We seen him go 25 once.
Okay,
How many of the big fellas go a full 25?
real talk, man. Ngannou is literally like almost murdering folks, man.
I want to see him fight Derek Lewis again. I want to see people because people's like, oh, it's a boring
He'll
fight.
beat Derek Lewis.
Huh? No, Derek Lewis beat him.
But I'm
if-
saying that Ngannou's a way different fighter now.
Can he pull the
Way
trigger
different.
though? That's the only person that stood in front of him that he knew could knock him out with one punch, and there's a reason he was scared to pull that trigger. That's all I'm saying.
no.
Why did he pull the trigger?
Oh, he was a
Why did he pull the trigger?
Because he was an
he had 15 minutes and then pulled the trigger.
inexperienced fighter. Inexperienced
He
fighter.
pulled the trigger on everybody else. Why not him?
He's an inexperienced fighter. How many
Once-
fights ago was that?
But what I'm saying is,
How many fights ago was it though?
Yeah, I don't-
like 3 or 4. But the thing is,
Yeah, he's way different than he.
But
was.
the thing is, he's not fighting somebody that has the same power as him.
Yes, he has. Man, Rosenstrike split Overeem's head down the middle of his face.
And they got beat in 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
It wasn't even 30
I don't even
seconds.
think it was 30.
It
I
wasn't
can't
even
remember.
30 seconds. Like-
You talking about can't set up your punches? That's like he throwing from the hip.
Of course, but that was. I mean, he was super duper wild. He's not as wild anymore, but I mean, I like Ngannou.
Are you
man.
gonna put your money on that though?
I don't bet.
That's right, you did.
I don't bet. But I
already told you.
But
You know what we do in the sports office? If we have a dispute like this, we bet $1. And if you're wrong, you got to sign that dollar. And you go in my office, I got dollars on the wall.
Hey.
Oh, I like it.
That's what you
good.
do. Oh, that's what you think?
good.
Okay, put $1 on it then.
That's
If you really
good.
believe that. And as soon as you lose, go ahead and sign that thing.
Everybody signed $1 for the game yesterday.
What's that?
It was in my convicted yesterday that the Chiefs are gonna win.
Nah, Jesse, my coworker Jesse, man, he's a lifelong Bucks fan. So he was going bananas.
Oh, wow.
I don't hate when people
Were you guys
wild out when
watching
your
it at the
team win.
station?
You wild out
I had
because
to
you don't know
work,
when it's
man.
gonna come
Long-
again.
Long
I
day.
remember thinking when the
Sundays
Lakers won,
are-
like, man,
Remember they had a Golden Knights game yesterday too.
Oh, yeah. Early.
Quan,
Was
did you
that
wild out when
noon
the
game?
Lakers won? Did you wild out? It was weird because of COVID.
I'm still wilding out. What are you talking about?
The wild out hasn't ceased. He's
I
an
ain't
internal
gonna lie,
storm right
I
now.
spent an insane amount on Lakers gear, but my stuff looked fresh stuff. I thought about it. This is how much I love y'all in LA. I mean, out here in Vegas.
Yeah,
I thought
Vegas.
about bringing my LA stuff. I'm like, next time I come on, I'm gonna be Laker head to toe. I already got the
You were
outfit
last
picked
time,
out.
weren't you?
I was semi.
Oh, semi.
Call him the Locks, boy. He wilding out.
Hey.
Wilding out.
Brian, where can they find you, man?
They can find me on Channel 3. You can find me on Channel... Channel 3, 6, 10, 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock is, of course, the CW. But on social media, baby, you got to hit me up. Look at that. Brian, Bryan News 3LV. Yes. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Brian Salmon. The only way you can spell Brian is with a Y, baby.
Follow the man. Follow the man. Kendrick, where can they find you?
You can look at my work. I'm doing some stuff for the Shadow League and on their website. But all my social media is Instagram and Facebook. Well, Instagram and Twitter is at Kendrick John So. There's no N because they didn't want to make me special.
Hey.
You special in our book, though, man. You real special. I'm messing with you. I'm
You
messing with
are.
you. That's my guy. That's my guy.
with the
Come on.
Giants is.
Oh my goodness.
Josh, where can they find you?
I mean,
You're right here.
They should already know. I'm right here on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, whichever day that we decide that we're gonna have a
He in this
named
thing.
sports show.
Whenever you can
depends.
get the guest.
And like I was saying, we had that Gilbert interview.
That was dope.
We had a schedule for Monday, but it was a Tuesday show.
It was a Tuesday show.
It ended up being Tuesday.
I know.
Gil
y'all
was like,
think-
I can't do today.
See, he
He's
got
like, I
people.
can do
I'm like,
tomorrow.
that's fine.
Come on, he got people to do the legwork
I
for him.
watched it live.
You're not the legwork guy.
Oh, you
That's
watched
what you
it?
don't know about that.
Yeah, I watched it live.
I watched it live,
actually,
too.
yeah.
Look at that, man. He watches our show too, just like we watch
That
yours.
one I watched. I
Real
watched half
talk.
of it. I watched
Did
about
you watch
30
that?
minutes of it.
I know you were texting me during the show. Come on, man. You got to hit me up. Like, I'm in the show, bro.
I put
You're
some
watching
comments on
live.
it, though.
No, here's
I
a-
put some comments on it,
Brian,
though.
Yeah, you did.
Brian, here's a true
Kendrick did,
statement,
too.
Brian. How can people like Mark Cuban can return my calls quicker than my man over here?
I return. He calls me at weird times though. He sees I'm live,
Kendrick
and
knows
that's
how
what
to,
he calls.
But everyone knows how
We
to
got
do
the
that.
top-
Like,
we
for
got the
instance,
top zone.
you never do this kind of stuff, but a lot of people, I'm on the air live
I
at,
won't do
at
them like that.
6:30.
I won't do them like
and
that.
my phone is getting text message, and my wife will be calling. I mean, people, I'm live on the air right now.
And then
I won't do that. We have the
every
top
day.
zone.
well, and then on
Every
top
day.
of that, now that I'm on the air, I'm also not going to think about calling once I get out because it happened while I was doing
Yeah.
something. It didn't happen while I was half free. I was
Yeah.
completely
Thinking about
indisposed.
something else.
Yeah. That's why you don't get the call back. Because it happens in the middle of something, then he's still doing something for about another 3
Yeah,
hours.
if he called me at
and
the
then-
right time, okay, cool. Kendrick, what's
Of
up?
course, man.
No, but
But I'll call you back.
we see K Johnson on there. Hey, he's not trying to call, waste my time. It's
Oh,
something
my
hot.
Oh,
Hey, maybe I can get you in the UFC. I got you. We
oh.
on this together.
All I know, man, is anything done at Gorilla Cross Radio is professional. Real talk,
Oh, look
man.
at that, man.
Nah,
Nah, man,
go check
I
out
love-
Studio C.
I love how your stuff looks,
Like,
man.
Very, very professional.
really do.
man.
Laid back
Really do.
atmosphere. Make you want to be yourself. Nobody trying to muscle you. You may have Josh trying to snitch on you, but it's okay. It's all right.
Wow.
Listen, man. I gotta go.
Who was that?
Tune in Thursday. I think we might have UFC fighter O'Day Osborne live on the line, so make sure you guys check that out. He had a quick knockout this past Saturday.
Ding,
So we'll talk a lot of UFC this coming Thursday. I know we had a lot of NFL to talk about. So UFC Thursday right here on Unnamed Sports Show. We are out.
New York, New York.